Hey tubers, it's Tony and I'm at the junkyard today making a video to show you how to remove your driver's side airbag on your Ford Explorer. I want you to keep in mind that this process or concept should be the same for just about any of the Ford Explorers that you currently drive out there today, with one slight difference. Some Ford Explorers on both sides of the steering wheel, they have retaining holes. I'm going to try and see if I can do this so you can see it. Inside this retaining hole is a 7mm screw. So there's a screw here on this side and a screw down here on this side that you need to remove. On some Explorers, there are two holes up at the top of the steering wheel, one here and one there, and you take something pointy like a flathead screwdriver and push it down into the hole, and what you're doing is you're pushing in a lock release that will release one side of the steering wheel's airbag. What you want to do is take something and put it down in there so that it doesn't try to lock back in place, and then come over here and do the same thing on this side, push it down to release it. That's if you have the holes at the top of your steering wheel. The vehicle that I'm working on today has the two retaining holes, one on the right side of the steering wheel and one on the left side of the steering wheel. I'm at the junkyard, guys, so I can't move the steering wheel. So for the ones that have the two 7mm retaining bolts on the left and right side of the steering wheel, the only tools you'll need to do this job is a pair of needle nose pliers, a short 3/8 driver and a 7mm socket, and a 3/8 ratchet. Before starting a job like this, guys, you want to disconnect the black cable from the battery, and you want to make sure that it in no way comes in contact with the battery while you're working on the vehicle. The airbags blew on a Ford Explorer that I'm working on, so I ordered some used ones from eBay Motors, and you want to wait probably about 24 hours after you disconnect the battery, because sometimes even when you remove the battery, these airbag systems are still charged up a little bit, so you want to make sure you give it time to die down. The reason why I'm at the junkyard today really is because I needed to know how to remove the passenger side airbag from an '06 Ford Explorer, and all the videos that I saw out there were poorly made. So look for a video from me on how to remove the passenger side airbag coming up soon. So anyway, for the driver's side airbag, remove the two retaining bolts, and then the steering wheel just comes, or the airbag, I'm sorry, just comes right out. Now, before you go disconnecting any of these electrical connectors, you want to snap a photograph of where each one goes so that you make sure that you put them back in place. Now, if you're replacing an airbag because it blew, or if you're working on the horn area, this is what presses in and activates your horn when you push on the airbag. You just want to make sure that all of this stuff goes back in the correct place. And how do you get the electrical connectors loose? It's really simple. See these little tabs by my thumb? You take a pair of needle nose pliers and squeeze them in. So hold tight. That's it, guys. Take your needle nose pliers and squeeze these little tabs in, and slowly work the electrical connector away from the airbag. Just take your time with this stuff. It's really easy. And everything you take apart will go back together in the reverse order that you're going to use to take it apart. Make sure you connect everything back together if you're purchasing a used airbag or whatever you're doing, guys. Hook up your electrical connectors, put your retaining bolts back in. If you have the two tabs at the top of the steering wheel, you basically just put your airbag back in place and you push it down and it'll lock in to place for the most part. But if you have the two retaining holes on the left and right side of the steering wheel, put those back in after you connect everything, and you should be good to go. And again, look for a video coming from me soon on how to remove the passenger side airbag on your Ford Explorer. So that's it, guys. And then when you're done, you can go ahead and hook your battery back up and see what you got. Hope the video has been helpful. Thanks for watching.